probably be talking like this, but you know I ain't gonna get too. No,
Shit.
I don't get too excited. Oh shit. Can we cuss?
Hold up, we back. We got a special guest in the building. We gonna do it like this today. You know what I'm saying?
I met you on a Sunday and
Hey, this is Lydia Caesar. The ones we love.
fell deep in love. Deep in love. You promised me that one day we
Queens, what up?
made vows, 2 kids and a house. You said that I was the one, but these days
ILLMAC fucking up. Ain't no cameras recording.
changed. Yeah, ain't no guarantees. You don't value me. You don't care no more. You don't hold the door out tight. So I play the same games. I don't do the things that I used to do when I fell for you. Why are we the way we are? The way we are, yeah. Why are we the way we are? The way we are. The ones we love.
One man band shit. This shit beautiful.
With the ones we love. With the ones we love.
Let me ask you, you mix and match this?
I did.
How it sounding to you? You thinking like, damn, I could have turned that up a little bit.
No, it sound good.
I could.
I think I'm like, dang, that sound good.
Kings, what up?
Everyone admired before we lost the fight. I used to be your everything, but these days things have changed. Yeah.
Man, this shit beautiful.
No guarantees. You don't value me. You don't care no more. You don't hold the door outside.
Man,
So I play.
nigga.
She don't be writing them songs about me though.
Straight up.
Maybe that one song, but not that.
Nah, she do, nigga.
Nah, not that.
Straight up.
Okay.
Not that one. Nah, he said that one don't match my criteria. I
She
don't
be
roll
watching
like that.
movies and stuff. You know, I wouldn't be watching movies and then
Hell yeah.
they be getting ideas in their head.
Okay.
Right.
Nigga, how is it?
Not just women, all people. Let me say
How
that.
was it just like being in the crib and just hearing that out the blue?
Hearing what?
I singing.
Oh man, it's nonstop music, nonstop in the house. From Lydia, the kids, everybody just in there making
Okay.
noise. I can't escape it.
Straight up, man. It's the ILLMAC Showcast with Ski, brought to you by Urban Access Network and FNX Fit. You did use code FNX Fit, FNXTIRV to get you 15% off all your supplements. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Ski in the building,
Yeah.
For sure.
special guest in the building,
Okay.
master engineer extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying?
Take that.
Definitely husband. We're gonna talk about the marriage shit.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely father. We're gonna talk about the father.
Oh yeah.
Businessman. Crazy though. Like, I hate to see this man when he get the bag. Like when he get the nigga, once you get this nigga some money, oh man. Forbes is on the way.
Yeah,
Oh
on the
man.
way.
I don't know, man. I might just be ducking Forbes. You know what I'm saying? I might not, once
You
hit
said you
Forbes-
keeping it low key, huh? Once you get Forbes,
once
the
you
feds
hit
get
Forbes,
involved.
they
Yeah.
start looking extra close.
You hear me?
Oh, what they say?
Hey, Wavy Wayne in the building.
Yo, what up, y'all?
Flat out. Shout out to the Wavy Seals.
Shout out to the Wavy Seals Elite, you know. Shout out to the Urban Access.
Oh yeah, you know.
Network out here. Let's get it.
Already.
Straight up, man. What's been popping, man?
Man, everything. I'm doing a little bit of everything, touching as much as I can, staying
Right.
active. You know, we got the YouTube popping. We got the Wavy One headphones that I actually, you know what I'm saying, I came to bless y'all here at Urban Access
Okay,
with
okay.
a pair of the Wavy Ones, man. Make sure y'all check these out.
Oh yeah, dog.
You know what I'm saying? WavyWayne.com. You can get these. These are perfect for podcasting, actually. But yeah, we got that. And just trying to go hard on all fronts, man. And, building up my Pro Tools courses, and like you were saying earlier, Lydia, my wife, we about to start back our podcasting adventure too.
Okay, what's the name of the podcast?
So we got a podcast called Married to Music.
Okay,
it's about music, money, and marriage.
Okay, that's gonna be deep, huh?
It is, man. We're gonna touch on all 3 subjects each episode: music, money, and marriage, and just give our take on it. Bring in guests and have them, talk about their tech and experience, have lessons, and have some fun.
Hey, look, when you in the house, right, and both of y'all grinding. It's like the time go double fast. The time go double fast. Like, it's always something going on. This business doing this business doing that. They over here, we over here. This going on. And it's like, shit, a day go by so fast. It be crazy.
Every day.
It's hard to keep it together sometimes.
Yeah.
And you got the little ones.
So, they incorporated.
That's a whole schedule. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, it's literally nonstop. Like, but you, like you said, schedule, and then sometimes the schedule just get unscheduled and we be all off playing. But all right, this is what we plan to do, because I'm literally running at least 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything from sun up to sundown. And I got to schedule the kids in and schedule the wife in too, and then schedule in time for her career to work on her and work on me, and make sure the kids at basketball practice.
Crazy. It's a juggling act of not many can survive.
But that's
and I'm realizing since wifey started her in-home healthcare, it's crazy. Shout out to Wisdom Keepers. But it's crazy, bro.
And that's where the team dynamic come in, you know, because I couldn't possibly do all this by myself. You know what I mean? Exactly. I need her playing her position, and she need me be playing my position. So it take it definitely take that team for us to make it work out, man.
Yeah, it's literally you got my back, I got your back.
Yeah.
Cause motherfucker, hey, I can't get the kids today. You gonna have to go. I bet I got you.
And somebody said something, I forgot who it was, but they were like, they don't want to be 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get in a relationship and go 50-50. Like, oh yeah,
right.
So now you just bring it 50% and then you bring it 50%. We need to bring 100 and 100.
100 and 100. Yeah.
That way, when I only show up with 80, we still got it all the way.
We still got it.
Nigga, my job said that he married too though. He said exactly what you said. He was like, it's never 50-50.
Nah,
it's way more than that. And it depends on the day, but he was like, all intentions is 100.
Yeah.
We got to get that 100.
Because it's all about the goal, man. Even as a family, you got to set goals as a family like you do as a business, and know where the family is going there to help everybody to fill in their role. Like, okay, I see that you falling short on this position, but our goal is here, and no matter what, if I let you fall short, then I'm falling short too. So we need to. Exactly. I'll pick up the slack without even hesitating. Let me just not even hesitate, because it's part of my goal.
Yeah, and it's like people have to remember we are literally examples of each other. Yeah. If people see you a reflection of me. Your business a reflection of me. Everything that's involved with us is a reflection of us. Yeah. And once they get that, they'll be all right. Yeah. It's hard as fuck though. I ain't gonna cap. Like, you gotta like really be strategic with like the time with the wife, the time with the kids. Like, it got to be strategic.
You saying them words again, strategic.
Yeah. Like, you have to really think like, okay, when am I going to spend time with my wife, today or tomorrow? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me think about what she got going on. Okay, bet we can do lunch.
Yeah. Planning is the best thing.
Basketball practice this time and this day.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flat out. But
it may be canceled this day. Now we got to adjust.
Yeah, a lot of adjusting happens. That's another word.
You got to build flexibility into the schedule.
Yeah.
You got to schedule that too.
Real flexible.
Mm-hmm. But all right, let's go to Full Sail.
Okay.
What made you want to go to Full Sail? You know what I'm saying? What made you switch it up from, you know what I'm saying, Heathen to Wayne?
Man, for one, I kind of looked at the game, man. You know, so I was rapping.
Yeah,
back in the day as Heathen and early. But I always wanted to pursue music as a career. I never saw myself really doing too much outside of music. Like, once I got introduced to that, I was like, I like this, and it's a lot of possibilities. I want to be in this industry in some kind of way.
Right.
And also part of me, like, man, a lot of people don't know, I used to have like horrible stage fright.
What?
And, like, and so, but when I would perform and shit, like, I would be scared as hell. Like, I might even be backstage, like, puking or something, like, you know, like, and I just couldn't, like, still, like, today, I'm not like a huge people person. I'm not the most, like, you might see me online and think but like, that's me in the room by myself still, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm by myself.
I'm the opposite. Like, if you put me in the room full of people, I'm good. Like, I can host the party, I can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, the camera was an adjustment for me.
Yeah.
To where the camera might be your comfort spot.
I mean, the camera is definitely a comfort spot now. And I feel like by doing that, I kind of grew through the camera to that helped me to grow even more publicly. Like, to where I am around people and stuff like I grew through that somehow.
Yeah,
like,
you ain't got no choice now.
Yeah.
So you was pretty much critiquing your own shit at the crib.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying, in the room with just you.
Yep. Yeah.
But you still was like, yeah.
Exactly, man. So
that's what's up.
Back to the point we was talking about the
full sale.
So I was so stage fright, but so as a rapper, I'm like, man, I don't know if I can make it because I can't be myself fully on stage. Like, I don't feel like myself when I get on stage. So I just started pursuing other stuff. I'd be in the crib working on making beats and recording stuff through the little microphone, and man, I had ended up getting Full Sail out of the back of the Source magazine. It was an ad when I was like in 9th grade.
Shout out to the Source, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's back in the day. These kids don't even know what a magazine is now. They don't know about that.
Yeah, I used to love XXL, Source magazine, Word Up magazine, all them joints. I have pictures.
Lowrider with the bunnies in there, you know.
And they used to have the posters.
Exactly, you got to get the posters,
man.
So I'm on there. And I just filled out the card. Like, and you had to mail, you mail in, they send you some information. You want to learn about music production and rapping, and they right here like, oh, word, it's a jobs placement. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I sent it. I'm in the 9th grade, but I sent it to them. These people stayed in contact with me through my whole high school career, for real. Right?
They nigga like Army recruited you for
real.
Like they was scouting you out,
and
bro.
It was like outside of what I ever thought was possible until like I was like graduated high school. I had graduated high school, started going to Forest Park. I still wasn't even considering like doing. I'm like, man, it's all the way in Florida. Like that ain't even like realistic,
Right.
And then I had got off into some crazy stuff one night at a club, fighting. People started shooting, all kind of stuff, man. And I was at a point where I had to make a decision, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed like the next day, literally the next day after all this happened, it was like, yo, where I'm literally going to end up going to jail or getting killed or something like we at that brink.
Right.
The next day I get a call, hey, this is Full Sail. You still interested in coming through? We got a big.
Right.
I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me do it. I ended up selling everything I had. I had my little old school car. I sold everything I had and just packed up and moved, man.
That's crazy. A lot of people would be terrified to do this shit.
Man, I was terrified of not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like.
Yeah, that's the right terrified to
like,
be.
Like, I'd be like, you know what I'm saying, standing around where I was at. It was like, I mean, it was it was just the energy, not necessarily like we from UCD, but like the energy that it was at that time, it was nothing positive going on.
It wasn't.
It wasn't nothing gonna get me
straight
better.
up.
Like it was just only gonna be going downhill from there.
Exactly. Straight up. So okay.
Now Full Sail, what is that for the listeners?
Yeah, Full Sail. Yeah, it's a music production. Well, they do a lot more than that now, but that's what I went for recording art. So it's
I think they're doing film and everything now.
Yeah, they got film, video games. They probably got METAVERSE now.
Damn.
No, they got everything. But it's a school that focus on it, and there's something else that like it was kind of foreign because most people were like, oh, you got to go to college and stuff like that, But there was a different route. Like, nah, 4-year college ain't for me either. But okay, but I can do this. I can do a specialized learning because I'm interested in it.
Yeah, basically a trade.
Exactly. It's like
and like trade. I would back then, nigga, I would have thought the only way you could get to be an engineer is like go through radio or some stupid shit like that.
I mean,
like we ain't know stuff like Full Sail existed in the Midwest. Right. For real.
Yeah, if it wouldn't have been for that ad in the back of the Source magazine, man, like I wouldn't have known either.
Yeah. Okay, so you touched down in New York big as fuck. What's the first thing coming to your mind? You like, oh snap.
Oh man, I got a taste of New York when I was like 15 years old.
Okay.
My cousin used to live in New York, and he brought me up there for like a couple weeks in the summer. And so,
Okay.
like,
Shout out to Cuz.
I was itching for New York. Shout out to my cousin David, Dr. David Ragland. He don't like to put that doctor on his name.
Straight up.
That was cuz we met.
I think so.
In Soulard at one time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. He lived over in Soulard for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, he was living up in New York, and he was like, "Yo, come up here." I'm right then, man. He showed me a life that I had never seen. Like, you know, and I was like, "Yo, New York is it."
I'm here.
Yeah,
straight up, New York is it.
So I touched down. I left school. What I do? I had about $2,000 of my like tuition money with me, and then so I just went up in there with that, man, and ended up filing for getting some food stamps, and I had a place that I could stay at for about 2 months. So I knew that between this $2,000 and the 2 months of time that I had to make something happen and find you know what I'm saying, find somewhere to live permanently, find a job and do that. So I had that. And so I just went up there with that attitude and made that happen.
Straight up. So you was rocking with New York.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite spot to eat in New York though?
I love Jamaican food, so I love this spot in Queens
jerk chicken
called The Door. Yeah, the jerk chicken, the curry goat, man. Oh man, curry chicken. I love all that stuff, man. So I love The Door in Queens, and I love the halal food too, man. Like, it's this halal stand right around the corner from Quiet Studios in Midtown that we used to just hit up all the time. The halal food, that's like the lamb meat with the rice and the peppers and stuff, and they put the white sauce on there. The hot sauce on there. Yeah, so that's fire too.
I be telling wifey, I be mad that that's the only thing I be mad about me growing up.
What's it?
It's not being around different cultures, bro.
Yeah.
Like, imagine going to school with a Jamaican, going to his house, eating Jamaican food in the 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah.
And then having the Arabic homeboy where you going over there eating their food. Like, just growing up with them different cultures got to be crazy amazing.
And that's definitely how it is in New York. You know, it's
a melting pot.
And when you in St. Louis, you don't know nothing but fried chicken, collard green, mac and cheese,
and Chinese food.
And Chinese food is the culture.
Straight up, Chinese food is the culture.
Don't
you
bring
feel
up no Thai food. Thai, what is Thai?
Right.
You talking about China?
Yeah, straight up. Like, nah, it ain't the same thing. So, okay, go to Full Sail, get out of school. Internship.
Yep, Quiet.
At Quiet. How was that?
That was dope, man. It was a grind.
It was a grind?
It was a grind.
Flat out.
Basically unpaid job to where I also had to have a job and then had this other job that I'm working and without getting paid and being there for 8-10 hours a day. You know,
so a real time of humbleness.
Absolutely.
They got you running to the store.
Getting blunts.
Cleaning,
sweeping.
Beers, coffee, everything, anything.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I be in there.
You got to be humble, Skip.
With Jim Jones and them, man. Like, this was probably like the second week that I was interning there. Somebody else, like, they was late, and so they was like, "Wayne, you got to go and be the second assistant on the session." So it's like they got the engineer, assistant engineer, then the second assistant is really just like you the runner. You know what I mean? Once we need some more blunts, they made a spill, clean that up, or you know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no janitors and nothing. Like, you clean it up. Like,
that's usually what they do to the intern.
Yeah, so that's the intern. Yeah, but the beauty in that is that I'm in the same room with all these. I'm in the room with millionaire producers, millionaire rappers, multiple like shit. So if all I gotta do is clean
get some
up the sweep the floor, wipe the table down,
and come back and soak up this game,
and sit here with you all night.
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, some people be thinking about the end, bro. It's gonna take you 15 minutes to go clean that bathroom, get back in the room.
Yeah, soak up that game.
Yeah,
the game to be in the studio is to be crazy. Like, niggas really talk.
Now, did you have a vehicle in the Big Apple?
I ain't never had a car in New York.
Yeah,
I spent my whole after I sold my car in Full Sail, I didn't buy another car until I moved back to St. Louis. I ain't have another car. I ain't had no.
Okay.
Taking
so
the train,
was really a citizen up in the Big Apple, nigga, for real. Because I guess
on the subways,
the
train,
majority, they how they do.
Bus, taxi. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, dog. I'm gonna go to New York, man. I want to fuck with New York. I don't think I ever stay in New York. It's just too much.
I remember Grandma had went up there and she told me we was actually on the phone and she was just saying she was in New Jersey, but she ready to get off the phone because she was getting ready to cross the bridge and go back on the other side. But she was saying it was lit. Like she was outside doing the day, hitting the little shops and stuff like that. But that'll be that's on the map.
Traveling is mandatory, man. I feel like you gotta travel as much as possible, go as many places that you can, because like you said, if you ain't grow up, if you don't see it, you don't even know how people live. It's so many different ways to live. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta get up out under the white man thumb, man. Because it ain't, man, when you can just go and travel for a week or 2 weeks with no repercussions, like that shit fire.
I mean, it's always repercussions.
Really, really, what you can do with
Right.
it still costs. But once you get to the point to where you set the business up to where the business is running and the money just coming,
you want that.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can go to London and just stay for a month.
Yeah, and work from there and make money from there.
Yeah.
So was you around Harlem and Coney Island and all of that?
Yeah, I used to live in Harlem. Coney Island is pretty far. I've been to Coney Island, but Coney Island is like a far part of Brooklyn. But I was living in Harlem. That's the last spot I stayed. When I first moved to New York, I stayed in Brooklyn, like the Bed-Stuy area. I stayed right in Bed-Stuy. And then I moved around a couple of times, and my last apartment was in Harlem.
Okay.
Yeah, right on 123rd Street.
Okay.
So 125th is the big famous street with Apollo and 125th Street. I was living on 123rd. So
Damn.
What's up with the rat problem down there, dog? When we gonna get that under control, man?
That's because they put their garbage in the street.
On the street, cuz what's up with that shit, dog?
They ain't got no alleys.
They got too much money for
They
that,
ain't got
though.
no alleys in New York. So what they do, everybody take their garbage and sit it right on the curb.
On the curb.
Imagine
That's
that.
deep.
And it's 1 million people.
Remember
10
OG?
million people.
Right.
Yeah. So imagine you leaving out the crib to go to work and it's just trash right there, and it's just like nigga 10 rats just nigga around the trash.
Right next to your car. Right where
You
you
just got to keep walking. They ain't moving.
And then, like you said, it ain't no driveway. So when the trash man come, they get out and go get that.
Oh yeah, they jump out the car, grab the bags, throw them on.
Man.
Yeah, they system.
New York,
is-
they need to get Elon on that.
Now what
Somebody
about
got
the
Yeah, Elon had that shit opening in the ground where you could just throw it
drop
down.
it
And,
down,
yeah, and it'd be on the goddamn me moving. What you call them things? Railway or
conveyor
something.
belt, yeah.
But okay, New York met Lydia.
Yeah.
How was the decision to come back to the Lou?
Okay.
I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take the Love Music and Life podcast away.
Nah,
They got to tune into that.
Please, nah.
Yeah.
Man, we everywhere, but basically what happened was
Okay.
I was at a transition in my career, right, to where I had been working for Jim Jones for like maybe 5-6 years straight consistently, and with the other Dipset cats, and I was like, it was coming to an end. The studio we was closing the main studio we was working at, and we was still doing work, but it was just like, sparse. I'm freelance, like, I'm done.
Right.
I don't have them other than that. Like, this is what I do. I need to work for people, work with people to get, money.
Right.
So I started doing other stuff. I started teaching, right? I created a course right up in New York. I was doing the after school program, and that's why I'm always just trying to think ahead, man. That studios was closing and people going different routes with music production. I'm like, all right, cool. They're not coming to big studios so much or more. So let me start to teach people how to do recording and mixing on their own, right? So I started to just book the studio out. So what I would do is book the big studio room out and have like 10, 15 people come with me. And then I would like do like a master class right there with them. And so I would do that like every weekend.
Oh, that's
with
dope.
people, right? So that's one thing. Then I linked up with a high school and started doing an after school program there called Hip Hop Jobs, where I was teaching all the different aspects behind the rapper. So, production, engineering, videography, management, have people like lawyers come in and talk to the kids and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay. So, doing stuff, just thinking ahead, doing stuff that's still related to what I know.
Right. The
But
motherfuckers just not starting to do now.
And finding other streams of income from it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a skill set. Like, okay, if y'all don't want to pay me for doing it this way, pay me for doing it this way. You know what I'm saying? So, I did that, and then I ended up getting in contact with Carl Napa, who was running EI here in St. Louis.
Okay.
Extreme Institute.
Right.
Okay.
And so we talked, and then I ended up coming down, and we was gonna just do like a semester, you know, do like a couple of what they call it, a phase or two.
Okay.
Where I was gonna teach a couple of classes for a while, and I thought that was important because I wanted to always, you know, I'm like back home. Nelly got a school attached to him.
Yeah,
with stuff that like this right where I went up. The school wasn't here when I needed it. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but now I can come back home and be like, you know what I'm saying, teach these kids as just like me. So I did that for a minute, and it just ended up turning into being a longer term position. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me to stay full time. I loved it too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, cool, I can do this. And then obviously coming back to St. Louis, cost of living is like a third of what it is.
Hella lower than it is in New
To
York.
live in New York, man. So I'm
Straight
like,
up.
I love that. And it's like, all right, cool. I'm making some good money here, and it's gonna cost me way less to live here. I'm like, okay, look, well, I can go to New York at any time still and work. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no commitments there right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just end up building here, and you know, Lydia. At first, we was doing a long distance relationship. While I was doing it, I was just here.
Okay.
Because it wasn't planned to be so long. It was maybe it was been like 6 months
Right.
of me here, and her still being in New York, and then we just realized like, all right, cool. If we're gonna keep doing this, then you got to come to St.
slide.
Louis, and I knew she wouldn't come to St. Louis if we wasn't married.
Right.
At all too. So I'm like, all right. So now I'm really at a crossroad where I gotta make a decision like on what I'm gonna do with my life. So that's when I decided that, you know, we gonna go ahead and get married. I'm gonna ask her to be my wife.
Jump the broom.
Yeah.
Straight up. So, like, I know her resistance had to be crazy. I know she was like, St. Louis, nigga, like, you bugging.
She did not wanna
You
move.
bugging,
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
St. Louis?
They going crazy.
They out there getting with red eye, nigga.
I should have bought my cat out.
Straight up.
But no, she definitely been an artist and stuff, and in the midst of her career too, coming to St. Louis was definitely a huge sacrifice. But she saw it also as an opportunity to be a big fish in a small pond.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew that we could bring our skill set here and her talent and do whatever we want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Corner of the market.
Yeah, like,
As they
for
say.
everything she was doing in New York, I'm like, man, if you come to St. Louis with half of that, like, they own it. Like,
They own you.
Instant.
You're going to be everywhere. Flat out. It's not a struggle where you got 150, 200 female singers in goddamn me a 10 block square miles.
exactly.
Then you got Jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, fam. You got Connecticut. Then you got B-more that ain't that far away. Like, the East Coast is very competitive. If you're going to try to go and start a business, like, you're going to have some competitors. But the thing about the East Coast, like you said, the numbers there.
Yeah, exactly. So there is competition, but there's also network, right?
Yeah.
Right.
To where it's easier to build, because like if you out here and you trying to do everything, like you gotta do so much yourself to where, because you the only.
Exactly.
It's a small people, but when it's a huge network of people doing, there's an ecosystem, there's a way, there's a method, there's a chain of how to get it done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I got it.
And if you're not into that network, that system, then it's super hard to trying to build it up on the side of it.
Yeah, and then it's probably more real relationships in New York. You know, in St. Louis, a lot of niggas say they gonna do stuff or they doing stuff and they be capping.
I mean,
New York,
I think
New York is
it's
like,
a lot of proximity. You know what I'm saying? Again, because if you think about like being in Harlem, a lot of cats who from Harlem or from Queens, they literally know somebody from their block who then made it. Right? They know somebody, or they either know somebody who knows somebody, or that nigga literally used to live across the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's tangible, it's real for them. And they pursue it in a different fashion.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In St. Louis, you don't have that specific example. You don't. It's not that close.
Right. It's not straight up. I see what you're saying.
But if you got, that's why I be like, man, you got to think outside of it, because it's harder to break outside of what you don't see.
Exactly.
It's hard to try to aspire to something that you ain't never seen before.
Yeah. Speaking of what I ain't never seen before, explain Dubai.
Oh man,
Like how
how's
the air hit your skin? You know what I'm saying? Like
it hit it hard and thick. It's hot as hell.
Because I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna go eventually. But how was it, man?
It's amazing, man. To be in those kind of places and have those opportunities is really something special, man. I love traveling. Dubai specifically, it was hot. The culture, like everybody it was completely luxury. Like everything is just built.
That's
on
like
luxury.
1% nation.
Yeah.
That's the 1% right there.
I guess the idea behind the whole Dubai is that they want it to be like a heaven on earth. Like that's the whole thing. So it's complete opulence everywhere. Like you step outside the hotel, like it's literally 15 Lamborghinis and 8 Rolls Royces like in the valet. Like they ain't like, oh, that's how y'all pulling up tonight.
Right.
It's just like the top of the food chain is out there. It's super inspiring because a lot of it too, like the spot where we stayed, like the whole island was man-made. Like they literally making an island out in the desert, and you know what I'm saying? They doing crazy stuff, man.
Crazy
like,
stuff, dog.
It's so in building the world's tallest building. When you go to stuff like that, like to me, it's just show me what human beings are capable of.
Exactly.
And then how, like, literally, it just remind me, like, dang, man, as a person or people, groups of people that came together and built this. Like, it's crazy. Like, even the building that we in, like, people, this is engineering and structure, every little detail, man. And it just show you the level of what's possible.
Yeah. All right, how far you could go.
Yeah.
On a whole nother level,
looking
though.
at this
like,
shit.
In an unbelievable state of mind. Like to see that, it's crazy.
How long y'all was out there?
2 weeks, we spent 2 weeks in Dubai. Yeah, it was. It was crazy. I mean, like,
we ain't gonna talk numbers. We don't want the feds to go. Come on, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much, nigga. You the SRS, the ski revenue services and shit.
Hey, but look, I will tell you this. Look, we can talk numbers because I want people to know that it's attainable, man.
Oh yeah,
you know, like it's levels to it, obviously, just like anything else. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might not stay at this hotel or have this particular suite, but you might have this room and you in the same experience. Like, it's basically the same thing. Like, when you worry about a hotel room, that'd be the most expensive thing. The flight ain't nothing but $1,000. It's $1,000. If you can get $1,000, you can get there. You can get a hotel room for $40-$50 a night.
Right.
Okay. What you waiting on?
See? It's that easy.
And he just dropped the flat rate.
Yeah.
And I mean, you just got it. The thing is, a lot of people don't just have the cash sitting. So it's like you look at people look for plane tickets and then plan to go this month, but they ain't ready to buy the plane ticket. So you wait, and by the time you ready to get your plane ticket, that motherfucker done went up $700.
Right.
And now you like, damn.
No, and also that's also a luxury, right? So if to do that, you need to make sure you got your emergency fund, that you got you some investments going on, and that the income is coming in, right? You can't be vacationing. As important as it is, because I definitely feel like it's important, but what's more important is having that emergency fund, having those investments, and making sure that the business is strong.
Yeah. Straight up. So Dubai was lit.
It was hella lit.
Craziest thing you saw in Dubai, nigga. Did you see a chimp?
What?
Walking down the street,
a chimp
on the rich nigga shoulder.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the craziest thing is.
You ain't fuck with the wildlife out there?
The Burj Khalifa was definitely tight. The Burj Khalifa is literally the tallest building in the world. Like, to me, and we went to the top of it. They got like a little sky bar and stuff. The bar is like is lit. Like, you got the 250 some floors. Like, in the sky, looking over tall buildings, like buildings that you was like, damn, that's a tall building. And when you was coming through, like, damn, you like, oh, that's the top of that one? Oh, okay. That one looking small now. You above the airplane. It's planes. Like, oh, that's a plane down there. Like,
damn.
Wow. Like, dang,
that'll fuck you
built
up.
This joint.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up right there.
Wow.
Man.
But yeah, man. So okay. Investments. I be seeing you messing with the stock, man.
Yeah.
What you invested in, man? What you?
I'm off into the crypto. I'm invested into real estate, and I'm invested into some big companies that are at the top of their market. Yeah.
Okay.
So like the Apples, the Microsoft, the Teslas of the world, and those types of things.
Yeah. Okay. I always tell people to invest in what you use. Invest in what you wear. Invest in what you drive.
You saying it, and then I use Pro Tools all the time, man.
Right.
Avid stock went up like 25% last week. I'm like, bro, like, look, I use Pro Tools every day. Let me take part in that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. Niggas invest in Nike.
Yeah,
it's easy to do it now. It's on your phone, so you know what I'm saying. Throw $10 in the motherfucker every time you get paid for 3 years and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
but
the big
I think people
for
think that the contribution got to be so big off the rip. That's just like he was talking about Dubai. Like, if you put yourself in the situation and put yourself in the place, I feel like the universe understands. Absolutely. And it'll all come back full circle. So if I go and stay in a cheap ass hotel the first time, when I come back, I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm coming back for sure.
Absolutely, because I
got a taste.
You got a taste.
Yeah. Straight up.
I sure been thinking about a Tesla investment though.
Absolutely.
Because I see them motherfuckers every day when I go to work. Like, you know how you go to a carnival and they got the go-karts?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about they just be mobbing, but it's just like everybody respect the Teslas like that's a motherfucker Bentley truck.
Yeah.
Because they quiet. I don't want to get too close and everybody just watching. Like, you just mind your own, they be in their shit, mind their own business.
Yep. I mean, investment, man, for me, I do a lot more for the long term. I don't look at trying to make a flip a day to day. I don't got time to be a day trader and watching stocks. Like some people make money on that, and that's cool for them. When I buy some stocks, I try to hold it for like 2 to 5 years, and then try to get the money off of it. Because you know, if you look at most big players in the game, they all go up over time, especially the long term. And you know, the older I get, I kind of realize that time ain't as long as we think, man. So if I'm holding something for 2 years, like, that's fine. Like, 2 years ain't even that long, man. And then after 2 years come, like, then what I'm gonna do with it then? Like, by then I ain't gonna even need it. So I'm gonna reinvest it and let it keep growing into something else. That's 4 years, right? And then for you look up, you done built you something that you can go and
straight up
flip again, man.
Right.
And what you said is that it don't gotta be big, right?
Yeah.
You can start off like literally start off with my Robinhood account about in 2017 with like $100 and just got in the game. Just got in the game. Like at least like, and then let me start playing with it till I understand, like, all right, give me some real skin in the game. And I understand that real numbers, right? Like a real fact is that the wealthiest 10% of the people in the world own like 90% of all the stocks, right? So like they own, like, so where does that tell you where the money is going? What do the people with the money do? How do they build the money? One of the richest people, Warren Buffett, he said all his money was made off stocks.
That nigga was taking them over too. That nigga said, I'll buy into a company and it'll go down and I'll put more money in.
Yeah.
And then it'll go down some more. And then I'll just go and try to get on the board. I said, this nigga right here, dog.
Who was that again?
Warren Buffett. But you gotta have paper to do that though, or the stock.
Paper,
because they'll take the stock for a trade.
You gotta have patience.
Yeah, if you got other stocks that's worth something, they'll take that. Like, yeah, we'll give us that so you can get on the board.
I mean, you gotta have initial investment. I feel like all people got it, right? At least like if you got your job. You can take 10% of what you make, because 10% ain't nothing. You just call taxing yourself first, putting your own. You got that 10% of every 100. Let's say $10. You still got $90. You're not gonna miss that $10. You take it off the top and put it up for later. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're never gonna miss that. So I feel like starting there and having that kind of mindset right off the top, take that 10%, put it off into an investment. Right now you still got 90%. If you ain't gonna miss that 10%.
Right. You know what my problem is? I'm trying to think about how to frame this. It's deep. I got investment dyslexia.
You don't understand it?
Nah, I definitely understand it. I just invest too much, man.
What you mean?
Because I'm solo. Like the shit that I be buying, like with this shit.
Oh,
I go hard.
I mean, this investment too.
Yeah, I definitely go hard, and I be like, damn, dog, I gotta slow down. But it's like, damn, if you slow down, then the brand slows down, the business slows down. So it's like finding that fine-tuning spot to where, okay, this is how much you need to invest.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
You do that by moving off data.
Yeah.
And accounting for stuff. So like having a budget for your personal self, having a budget for your brand, for how much you're gonna spend in the business, how much you making in versus how much you spending, how much are you willing to spend, and setting caps at that and working within those constraints, like and then making it happen and reacting to the data, the actual data that you giving versus like, you know, reacting to your hopes and wishes and emotions. Like, no, like let's go with what the data is giving us and act accordingly.
Yeah, because I'm a U-City nigga. I go all in.
Yeah,
I ain't nigga.
I know
like,
we get passionate like
we'll
we going
in.
in bullish. I don't care if it's 50 of them. I'm going in by myself,
like,
and we gonna handle it. Like,
I learn whatever I gotta
come
learn.
back with your lumps, like like,
exactly.
Look, no, we can't. We gotta stop. Like, all right, bet it's 50 of them. Let me stop.
Niggas
make a couple calls.
Nigga out here crashing.
Right, yeah. No, let me make a few calls first, man. Let me load up the chopper, man.
Yeah, that's why people be like, man, y'all been going for a long time. Be like, bro, I got to, like, if I stop now, like, what if it's the floor gonna open up tomorrow?
Yep.
What if the floor open up a year from now, even?
Yeah, and
like, it ain't got to be quick. It could be a year from now. It could be 2 years from now. Long as that bitch open, we good.
Yeah. That mentality right there that made me come through a lot of stuff too. Like just knowing, like, look, there's good times and bad times with everything. There's roller coasters, ups and downs. You ain't always on top, but I be like, look, man, I definitely ain't going out at the bottom. Like, boom, we gonna fight back to get back. You know what I'm saying? Like something else is gonna happen, and always just having that optimism and understanding. Like, look, this is how life go. It ain't straight.
Yeah, and I think black people were born to value money too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like once I started looking at money as a tool, it was different. Like it's like,
man,
it's different.
When you don't got nothing, you don't understand it, and it become mystical and magical for you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the lack of, but like when it's there for you, the magic is gone, the appeal is gone. Then you can see it as being a tool.
Right.
But when it's not there, then it's that.
Right.
It's that untangible, tangible.
And until you get it and realize, like, oh, I still feel the exact same way. Now what?
Now what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nothing changed really.
Yeah. And I'm like, shit, once I get it, I'm like, now what? Nigga shit, okay, let's put this motherfucking shit to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't trying to buy shit. Like, we trying to just put this shit to work.
Yeah, your money got to work for you. Like,
yeah,
like that's your employees, man. Money in the bank,
straight up.
Money out here getting feet moving, making more money, go make him some friends and come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Like I done seen a lot of rich people over the years talk like that. They're like, man, y'all niggas putting y'all money in the bank, nigga. Like, invest that in something, dog.
Absolutely, man. No,
Flat out.
I mean, even the high yield savings account is better. Like, man, the banks are robbing us. Like, they literally have no purpose. That like they literally have no purpose. So if you got $100 in the bank, man, you can take it out. Forget that bank. Go find an online account. They can give you 7% on your $100 at least. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because the bank, what they're gonna do is charge you a fee, a maintenance fee to keep that in there.
The storage fee.
Yeah, but they using your money to make more money and that you can't even access when you go to ask them for a loan.
Right.
And then they're gonna charge you for it and they holding your money. So what?
Right.
You fucking me 3 times.
Bruh. And that's all they want to
Straight
do.
up.
So that's why crypto is so big. That's why I'm big on crypto. I got a lot of whatever I'm holding. I'm like, yo, half of my investments need to be over in crypto right now.
It's so many coins now. I only fuck with Bitcoin. I only got money in Bitcoin.
I'm mostly Bitcoin, Ethereum.
Okay.
I got some of the other altcoins too, but them is my biggest two because again, I'm long term thinking. A lot of the stuff is built on Bitcoin. Look where we been at, where we coming at, hit an all time high. Ethereum just hit an all time high. But in a lot of the metaverse and stuff that's about to come is built on Ethereum, right? So that's gonna.
What the hell is this metaverse shit, dog? Is this shit even really real or is they capping? Is this a scare technique? I believe it's real, but I don't think it's coming as soon as people really think it's coming. You think it's coming?
It's been coming for a little bit. I mean, and some people is already tapped in. You know, some people
straight up.
Some people already tapped into the metaverse, man. But basically, to me, my understanding, it's a see, the rich people, they only got 2 options left, man.
Right.
Right. They got space, and then tapping into different mental spaces, right? So we can tap into this digital world a little deeper and build the digital world out, and we can also leave Earth because everything else on Earth has been done. It's been
if y'all don't know it, rich people want to live forever.
Yeah, they want to live.
That's
forever.
what they're trying to figure out.
And they want to do. You seen Squid Games, right? And they want to just have some excitement, man. When you a multi-billionaire, ain't nothing else exciting for you, right?
So you can do whatever you want to do.
She ain't exciting enough, man. We need the virtual reality chick that's half alien, and then I can feel her, right? That's why they building all this. Who building these sex robots? Not a broke nigga. Yeah, rich niggas is doing this because they the ones who want to do all this extraterrestrial stuff because they got time on their hands, man. They ain't got to be worrying about money. When you got time, man, your mind can open up so much to think about stuff that they can think. We can't fathom thinking about outer space because we got to pay the bills.
Exactly.
You know,
they
don't got time to think about that. They got time to think about metaverses and building alternate realities when we is just trying to survive in the reality. So that's why they're the creators of all the stuff, and we got to end up going into it because as long as they can keep us trapped into it, they can just free themselves. We're working for them. They can free themselves. And then, build the next level or whatever they want to put us into.
Right. And so they going to space. Where white people going? To the moon?
They going, I don't know where they going. They going out of space for sure. That Mars, I know they're trying to build colonies on Mars and stuff.
We need to open them, check out Saturn and shit for us. We need to get us a planet, cuz.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
We need Oprah, Jay-Z, and them to come together. We need a black spaceship.
Yeah, we need to start Black Space.
Black Planet.
Black Planet. All day. You feel me?
Yo,
Black Planet.
We need a Black Planet.
Like, cause they gonna be gone.
We definitely
we need somewhere to go.
Send my check to Chime. You know what I'm saying? Look me up.
And
when we get that.
And what you think gonna happen to Earth once the white people gone?
Oh, that's gonna go. Yeah.
Right.
Cause what they do once they leave. Everywhere they leave, you see what happened when they leave a neighborhood. When they leave a city, what happens to it? It gets dilapidated. All the funds get sucked out of there.
Yeah.
Everything gets sucked dry. That's what's gonna happen when they leave Earth.
Yeah. We need to find us a black planet, man.
We need to find a black
Saturn,
planet and start building.
Venus, Uranus. We need to find somewhere.
They're gonna leave us on Earth.
They're gonna leave us here, bro. That's crazy. So the YouTube, man. What made you get into YouTube? Did you think the YouTube was gonna be as successful as it was?
I started YouTube with a formula idea, man, of making content that could live forever, man, and it kind of worked, man. I guess I started tapping into some. I don't know. I was watching so many other YouTube videos, man, and then I was like, man, I was teaching at the college at the EI Institute, and part of me was wanting to expand because I'm like, okay, I can make some of these lessons online. So for the students, some of my students missing class, maybe they're not coming in, so I can record some of these and put them on the internet, and it can serve as a double purpose.
Right, because EI closed now, ain't it?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and luckily I'm doing this while the school was still open, so I'm putting some of my lessons on video and on YouTube so the kids can access them outside of school. Other people was finding value in it, and also I understood that YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. Google's number one. Google owns YouTube too.
Yeah.
Right. So with me knowing that, I wanted to make content that people would be able to search for and it still be valuable 10 years later. So how to record in Pro Tools, how to mix, how to make a song, how to make it, right? That stuff don't have no data attached to it, right?
Exactly.
In the way that, YouTube work is that if somebody watched the video and ads running on it, then you can get revenue from it. So by me making stuff that is timeless, I can basically build up a timeless catalog that is growing like stocks exponentially, right? So where if I'm getting a certain amount of ad revenue, every video I add on to it, it's adding on to the, you understand me?
Because people going back
it's only
to the old shit forever. And that's the thing I like about podcasting. I tell people like, nigga, my great grandkids will never need to know how I sound. They never need to know what I was on.
Yeah.
It's all documented.
They can go right here and see you and look at you.
It's all documented. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's important for everybody to do. Like, even if you just start you a YouTube channel and keep it private. Yeah. Like, that's important for because that shit monumental. Like you said, it's going to be there forever.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
But also, with that being said, I like to try to do as much as I can off of the platform because I don't own YouTube.
Yeah.
So I can't rely on it to be there forever.
Yeah.
I got to try to find some way that I can create something that is going to be there forever. And that's why I get off into products, software, working on different other projects that I got going on. But stuff like this.
How that happen? How the headphones come about?
The headphones, man, again, what I was saying earlier is I have a specific talent and it's like a tree, and then all the ancillary stuff, right? I can build off that tree to become the branches. So it could be, you know what I'm saying? I've been recording mix engineer. I could do YouTube and teach people that I could create a course. I can make headphones. I can make a plugin. I can make software. I can write a book.
Right. That's what I want to do, man. I got to write a book. I don't know what I'm writing about,
but for the wavy wings,
they
had a lot of options for the headphones for the usage.
Oh yeah, man. So these headphones, man, they are used.
Let's get geeky. What's the decibels and shit on the headphones?
The dope thing about these is that they are passive attenuating headphones, meaning that they will block out up to 33.4 dB of outside noise, and also keep it contained in too. So this is great for
you niggas better get your goddamn music geek up, nigga. This engineer talk, nigga.
And the reason why
DBs, nigga, decibels.
Nigga, when for my walkers,
check
and
this
like
out.
You say, when you was in New York,
open it up.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers wear the
Yeah,
headphones.
I gotta get some more, dog.
But for the podcast, I was eager to see, you know what I'm saying, what's all intrigued about it, because, that bass and shit on them earlobes.
Yeah.
But it's like this business, this job, this for these work purposes. This ain't for fashion, but
oh yeah. So
I see they got a little.
My headphones are reference.
You got the Crown Royal wavy bag.
Stop playing first man bag.
It's bigger than the Crown Royal bag too. You can stack a lot of paper with this motherfucker.
Yeah, my headphones are reference quality. They designed to be as flat as possible in frequency response, so they don't boost any frequencies. They don't cut anything. They are
designed
for professionals to be able to trust what they hearing coming out of their speakers.
Oh yeah,
they got insurance on them.
Oh yeah, they got 1 year. They do have a 1 year warranty. Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up.
Yeah.
So who you talk to get this done? You had to talk to Dan.
Dan.
So you look at everything as a tree. That's how you find a tree. And you like, okay, if I could put a tree right here, then like you said, I could build this under the tree, that on the tree. All this come from that one
And the
tree.
tree is the brand, right? And that's why it's so important to keep your brand.
So now we got to get two more.
Yeah.
One for wifey and one more. Okay. Yeah.
Straight up, but yeah, they
got the length and cape. The long
we gonna try to
bag too.
Most definitely a good investment. Pat yourself
we gonna try to get
you see how it cut out?
A partnership.
You can barely hear us, huh?
Yeah.
You might want to tap into the. And this is not funny because I don't per se what they call them, but the kids with the disability. Since it blocks so much out for them,
so they can focus and
to
stuff.
have them focus on what they need to focus on. This might help.
Yeah.
Because you could just tell I ain't even listening. Shit, it's in the blocked out a lot already.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you good.
Okay.
Yeah, the design on them is it's crazy. I was just in the studio earlier and I'm working on finishing up a bunch of mix projects. I got my assistant working. He was using the headphones in the same room while I'm using active speakers. So the speakers is working in the same room, and he's able to mix and get mixes started, in the same room at the same time.
That's crazy.
Oh, they lightweight. And every part on those are completely replaceable. They professional grade. You can peel off we can take every part apart without any tools and replace it right now, handheld. We ain't got to get
That's crazy.
If a driver blowout or something like that, I can pop it open, replace it with another one without having to get no screwdrivers or nothing.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So they made for you if you're in the field or you working,
right.
You
traveling,
your equipment is malfunction, you can
straight up
get back to it.
But yeah, man. What you got? What's next for the Wavy brand, man?
More courses, more learning experiences.
Tell people how to get the courses, man. And you do courses on engineering or
so
do you switch it up?
I got mainly right now, the courses the one course that I'm enrolling right now is a Pro Tools certification course. It's designed by Avid Pro Tools, that make the software.
Right.
I teach the course. At the end of the course, if you successfully pass the exams, you will be certified as a Pro Tools user. So that's one of the courses, and that's like recognized worldwide in the industry.
Now, how much is that course?
That course is $950.
Okay.
Yep, $950. We got a split plate plan too, though. You can split it up into 4 separate payments for you, but it's $950. And to me, that's a steal, man. That's part of what I went to school with, and that's what I took from schooling. My schooling was almost $100,000 though.
Yeah. Straight up. Flat out. You still paying student loans?
I'm giving back though.
Not as of recently.
Not as of recently. It
took us a while to get there.
Yeah, Biden need to go and do that light work with all them student loans, man. You know what I'm saying? Get them bitches out of here, man.
Yeah, knock them on down.
Flat out. So okay, more courses, more of course more YouTubes. Mm-hmm. And you got the new workspace, man.
Oh yeah, so I just, that shit hard. Got a new, I want to call it a media space, man, because it's set up to do broadcasting, video broadcasting, podcasting. It also
I see some product reviews coming.
Yeah. And so I've already done like an unboxing. You know what I'm saying? Thing.
That's what's up.
I seen that green screen.
I actually got a video shoot in there tomorrow. So it's gonna be a video shoot in there tomorrow, man. So it's a multimedia little spot on one of the properties that I have now. I'm actually about to put a Dolby Atmos studio over there.
Okay,
y'all got to come check it out though.
I'm gonna come check it out.
I'm gonna have Urban Access come too.
Straight up, I'm gonna have to check it out, man. But tell the people where to find you at, man.
Man, you can find me at wavywayne.com. Also, if you on social medias, it's wayne.wav, wayne.wave, like the audio file, wavywayne.com. You can find me on everywhere. You know what I'm talking about.
Straight up. Give the people a gym, man. Give them a gym, man, to take with them this week. And
leave something for the
2022,
youth.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight
something
up.
For the youth in 2022, man. You putting me on the spot with this. But what I'm going to say is most of what we are living in right now was designed by people a long, long time ago. So don't necessarily lock yourself into these boxes that we have. Think outside of them. Think toward the future. And remember that all of this stuff was built and designed a long, long time ago.
Flat out. Ski, what you got for the people?
Man, follow me on the gram.
New page, Ski got hacked.
Daryl Felton Jr., JR at the end of my name.
Mm-hmm.
Man, everybody tune in to the next episode. Even tune back to episodes before. Like we said, thanks for having Wavy Wayne. Come on, y'all, get a chance to go subscribe on Urban Access Network. On the YouTube, go subscribe to Mr. and Mrs. Mac. We out here. We growing. We local. We not thinking local. We global, but we growing. So that let you know right there.
That's a whole lot.
Yeah.
Flat out. Follow me at ILLMAC314, man. Make sure you follow Urban Access on all social media platforms and YouTube. And we out, man. This we leaving with Lydia again. Make sure you go follow Lydia CEASAR too. Yeah. She everywhere. This Caribbean girl, this my shit.
The way the sun kiss her skin, yeah, she brown and sweet.